Welcome friends in lecture 5, science lesson 12, electricity. Fine, we are going to today discuss about the examples, example 12.3 to example 12.6. So first example is how much current will an electrical bulb draw from 220 volt source if the resistance of the bulb filament is 1200 ohms. And the second B part is how much current will an electrical heater coil draw from 220 volt source if the resistance of the heater coil is 100 ohms. So the two values are given for the same source, that is 220 volts. So first of all, example we are going to start solving 12.3. So we will write the values given here, example 12.3. In example 12.3, A part we are going to start. So the voltage is given here. So voltage is given as 220 volt. Here 220 volt is given, and the resistance of the coil, that is in electrical bulb filament, is given as 1200 ohms. So what you are supposed to find, that how much current, that means the current is supposed to be found out. How much current? So we know the formula, V is equals to I into R. So therefore I is equals to V by R, that is going to come for. Now therefore, keeping the values of voltage and resistance, the voltage is 220 volt and this is 1200. Cancelling it here comes out to be 11 here and 60. So dividing 11 with 60, 11 dividing with 60, the value happens to be approximately, the value comes out to be 0.18 ampere. Fine. So 0.18 ampere is the value which is coming out. You may divide it and see. The second B section is given here. The voltage of the they have given heater, that is electrical heater they have taken. Here the source is same, that we are using the same voltage which is coming by an Torrent Power electric company. The resistance here is given as 100 ohms of the coil. So this is 100 ohms, and here also we are supposed to find the current which is drawn by an electrical heater. So you may see here in 100 ohms. So same formula. So therefore I is equals to voltage upon resistance. Here the voltage is 220 volts and the resistance is 100 ohms. So 0 cut down, the answer comes out to be 2.2 ampere current, right? So in the first case and the second case, so the current, that is electric current in bulb filament, I is equals to 0.18 ampere, and electric current in electric heater, I happens out to be 2.2 ampere. Fine. So this is a big difference in the amount of ampere current which is being drawn. You may see bulb carries very small amount of current here, and in case of an electrical heater you may see the current is very high. The next example is 12.4. In 12.4 example, they have given the potential difference between the terminals of an electrical heater is 60 volts. So when it draws a current of 4 ampere from the source, the current will the heater draw if the potential difference is increased to 120. That means initially they have given the voltage as 60 volt and 4 ampere current, right? So voltage and current is given, and second case they have increased the voltage to 120 and want to see with the same resistance how much current is drawn later on. So we may start with the sum here, that is example. This is here the example here, this was the first one as an example. So this is example 12.4. In 12.4 case, the first A part is given as voltage as given as 60 volt and the current is given as 4 ampere current, and resistance is supposed to be found out. So we know that V is equals to I into R. So therefore R stands out to be V upon I, keeping the values here as same. So this is 60 and this is 4, cancelling stands out to be 15 ohms. So therefore resistance is equals to 15 ohms. Fine. So resistance is 15 ohms here. Now keeping this the same value, resistance here, the second they have said that if the voltage is increased to 120 volt, right, and the resistance is same as 15 ohms, then what will be the current which will be drawn later on. So here the things changes, we need to find I. So I is equals to V upon R here. So therefore I value comes out to be 120 volt and resistance as 15, cancelling we get 15 ones and 15 that is 8 ampere. Fine. So you may see here the difference as Ohm's law is followed. Initially the voltage and current, if you say the voltage was 60 volt, the current was 4 ampere, here the voltage turned out to be 120, so the current happens out to be 8 ampere. Fine. So you may see the difference here, what the difference it happened. It increases to double in the same for the same resistance value. Fine. We will take the next example. So the next example is 12.5. In case of 12.5 as an example, resistance of a metal wire of a length of 1 meter is 26 ohms, means length of the wire is 1 meter and the resistance is 26 ohms at 20 degrees Celsius. If the diameter of the wire, that is diameter is twice the radius, is 0.3 mm, what will be the resistivity of the metal at that temperature? So using the table 12.2, predict the material of the wire, which material it will be there, we need to find it out. So this is how we need to find the first of all resistivity and then confirm the material. Keeping the some example here, example 12.5 we are doing, example 12.5. In example 12.5 we are being given here the length of the wire is given 1 meter. Fine. The resistance is given here as 26 ohms. So the resistance is given here, the resistance is given as 26 ohms. The temperature is given as 20 degrees Celsius, that is fixed. The temperature is given here as 20 degree Celsius and the diameter of the wire is given. Diameter is given as 0.3 mm. So 0.3 mm, that is nothing but in meters we have to divide more with 1000. So it goes to 0.3 divided by 1000 here goes to 0.000 and then 3, right. So this is in terms of meter now, and if I take a radius, so this will be 0.0003 divided by 2, or you can write down in the form of 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 4 divided by 2. In this way also you can write down this in terms of meter, right. This will be the radius. Now you know the formula for resistance. Resistance is equals to resistivity multiplied by length upon area. So the resistivity stand out to be R into A upon L. So resistivity, therefore the resistivity we need to find, no. So the radius the resistance is given here as 26 ohms. Area formula you know, that is pi r square. What will be the formula for area? That will be pi r square. That will be the formula for area, pi r square. So here value of pi multiplied by r here as 3 into 10 raised to minus 4 divided by 2 as an whole square, and the lower part L is 1 meter. So we will keep here as 1. Making it more precise here, we will go furthermore. 26 multiply by value as 3.14 of pi, 3 square is 9 and 10 raised to minus 8 multiplied by 4 as an whole, 1 multiplied by 2 square as 4. Cancelling all these values and multiplying it out, the rho resistivity stands out to be See, this is in terms of minus 8, but multiplying these values, dividing by 4, the value answer comes out to be here as 1.84 into 10 raised to minus 6, right, ohms meter. So this is resistivity. This is resistivity of material. Now looking in the table here, 1.84 into 10 raised to minus 6. If you look at this table here, approximately 1.84 here it comes here. This material is manganese. If you look here, the 1.84 scenario, the 1.84 into 10 raised to minus 1.84 into 10 raised to minus 6 is the material name as manganese. So manganese is the material. So here looking from the table, they have said that you make it sure. So resistivity of the material is metal manganese. Fine. So this is your manganese as a material as an answer. The last sum for this particular 12.6 as an example, you check it out. The wire of an given material, the wire of the given material having length L and area of cross section A has a resistance 4 ohms. So the resistance is given as 4 ohms. So resistance is 4 ohms. What would be the resistance of the another wire of the same material having length L by 2 and cross section 2A? That means the material is same, that shows the resistivity is same. Fine, but what is changing is length of the wire turns out to be from L to L by 2 and cross section area from A to 2 times A. So first of all, we will keep the resistance and find. So example 12.6. So what they have given here as, first of all, they have given resistance value of R as 4 ohms. Length of the wire they have taken as L and cross section area they have taken as A. The same way they have taken the values here. So what we are going to keep here as R is equals to rho L upon A. Keeping the values here, this is 4 here, 4 is equals to rho as a resistivity L by A. So this happens out to be same for 1. We will keep this as an R1, right, and this as an L1 and A1 as A1. Fine. In the second case, this is changing. So what they are asking, okay, what will be the resistance now? So R2 we are supposed to find here. Length of the wire, that is L2, happens out to be L by 2. Right, and A2 happens out to be 2 times A. So this is changing, this format is changing here. So taking out resistance, obviously resistivity, same material, so resistivity is same. Here resistivity is rho here only, so here also the resistivity is rho, that is not changing. Keeping R2 is equals to resistivity with L2 upon A2. So keeping the values here, like here L1 and A1, keeping the values, this happens to be here. R2 we are supposed to find out, right, and rho is same, but L value is L by 2 here, L by 2 here, multiply by, and A is, so this is 2 times A from A2 upon 1. So therefore R2 is rho multiply by L upon 2 multiply by 2, that is 4 times A, 4 times A. So you can write down this way also, that this as an 1 upon 4, 1 by 4 you can take it out, rho L by A. Now if you see rho L by A from equation 1 here, rho L by A stands out to be 4. The value of rho L by A from R1 stands out to be 4 here. So we can keep the value for R2 So R2 is equals to 1 upon 4 multiplied by 4. Cancelling this 4, answer comes out to be 1 ohms, right? So therefore you can write down, so R2 is equals to 1 ohm. So this is your answer. So this is your answer here. Now again I am just explaining. Initially we took 4 ohms, right? 4 ohms. L1 is given as L. A1 cross section area is A and resistivity of the same material, that is rho. Now here R1 rho L1 upon A1, so 4 ohms. R1 is given as 4 ohms, length is given as an L and a cross section area is A. Why? Because they are changing the length now, that's why, for the same material, so resistivity is not going to change. So this answer for equation 1 is 4 for resistivity, length and area. Now R2 we need to find, they are changing the length to half and area they are changing to twice. So keeping the values for the same equation of resistance rho L2 upon A2, so R2 value will be rho, L1 will be L by 2 and cross section area is 2 times A. So this R2 rho L upon 4A, why? Because 2 multiplied to 4, so 1 by 4 rho. This value here is given as 4 from 1, from equation 1. So from equation 1, this is rho A by A. So R2 is cancelling 1 by 4 value, this is 4 as an value, so 4 value we keep up, cancelling comes to 1 ohms. So R2 is 1 ohm. Fine. So thank you for this particular video. I hope so you understood.